Exalted One, I see that you have left your chambers. I heard that you desired to see the world as it is today. Please, allow me to escort you, if I may. You are far too kind, Exalted One. This you see before you is, I do not know the name for it in the ancient tongue. It is steam, and I do not believe there is a word for what we would call an engine, a technological marvel. There is no horses, no camels, no beasts of burden. It is all done through the heating of water. As I understand it, the heating of the water creates the steam. The steam powers the equivalent of a water wheel in simplistic terms, and that pushes forward the locomotive, as we would call it. It is hard to translate to your tongue many of the modern marvels, so I hope you will forgive me this rather feeble explanation. But yes, it will be able to show you much of the modern world as it is today, all from the safety of comfort and luxury. There is much to see, and so very much that has changed. Perhaps when you are more whole, you will be able to walk among the people, see the marvels of civilization, how it has grown since your time. Though I fear that there is much of your language that has been forgotten, except by the few who have dedicated our lives to it. There may be a situation in which it is worth learning the modern tongue. At the very least, allow your humble servant to be a translator for you. Shall we board the carriage? Careful of the gap, Exalted One. It is much quieter in here, is it not? Seems that the engine is pulling away from the station. Please take whichever seat you would like. It is not an official station, you understand. We had one of the previous tracks extended out this far into the desert. It was under the guise of a mining operation. Mining and archaeology. To, well, as they reported, assist with the transportation of rich minerals and, well, relics of the ancient past. They do not know of your existence. Yet, Exalted One. Soon the world will know of you and your power and majesty. But, yes, we must be patient, must we not? Yes. The sun is bright. I had forgotten how dazzling it was. So many days underground, tending to whatever needs you would have. No, please, do not get me wrong, Exalted One. I would spend every day for the rest of my life under the ground serving you. But I am glad that you are able to feel the sun upon your skin once again. See, it's amazing light. And to see you, Exalted One, in the clear sunshine. The torches do not do you justice. Please, forgive me my battery. But you are a miraculous marvel to me. I still sometimes believe that I am dreaming. We stood in your presence. To be called by you so frequently. I am honored to have found your favor. And so very, very happy. Do you require refreshment? No. Of course not. Is it possible for you to enjoy such things? Can you taste? Does the refreshing waters help with the dehydration of your body, I wonder? Of course, there are the ointments and the ritual preparations of which you go through in order to maintain the current state of your body. But I am sure that before long, we will be able to renew you as soon as we find the other canopic jars. I am excited to see the day when you are fulfilled, returned to your former glory, Exalted One. But I must not get ahead of myself. Yes. You can see, much has changed in the world. Buildings have changed their style and fashion. This is the world where so many different countries are traveling between each other. Different peoples from different nations are exploring the world, seeing new things, traveling. I myself come from quite a distant land. And it was somewhat of a pilgrimage to travel, to be part of your resurrection. You look at me quizzically, Exalted One. I could tell you of my past if it so pleases you, but I fear it is not as interesting as this view. Trees, the people, the buildings. There, You see in the distance the Great Pyramid. No longer in their former glory, as the sands of time have whipped across them and torn apart their exterior. The marvel of the old tombs. I wonder how the pharaohs of old would feel if they could see all of their hard work crumbling beneath the winds. No, I have no doubt that it will be many generations yet before they crumble fully. It was quite a marvel to find you so close to those pyramids. There were so many different tales and stories, rumors of where you had been laid to rest. We tracked down every one. Not I, personally, of course, though I would have. No. No, the followers of your greatness and such dedication to you. I am overjoyed that I was part of the group that discovered you. Finally, after so many generations had searched. And to think that we were able to bring you back. Well, to this day feels like a dream. And here you are, before me. All the evidence I could possibly need. Gaze upon me with such kindness, exalted one. I am grateful for that. Very grateful. Soon, we will be pulling into the city. You will see many strange sights. And I urge that you resist going out and seeing them, at least for now, until some more of your strength has returned. You see, here, the way that the world has changed, and yet stayed the same. See the markets, how the produce and the wares of these sellers was altered, and yet I have no doubt that their behaviors, the bartering, the hawking of the wares, the innate human nature somewhat stayed the same, has it not? After all, the world may change, and yet we people very much stay the same, to a certain degree. The more we learn, the more grander ideals and philosophies that many have may alter certain perceptions. Learn our innate nature, our thoughts, feelings, some may even call instinct, is maintained throughout the generations. There was a philosophical question posed many, many years ago of what is nature versus nurture, what innate natures of our behaviors are born into us from generation to generation versus what is taught to us by those who care for us. What do we learn versus what do we already know? An interesting philosophy and an interesting thought process. I am quite the fan of whiling away the hours of philosophy and deep thought and debate, thinking about the innate natures of time, evolution, understanding. There is so much science yet to learn. And then we have such a divine miracle, such as your existence here pulled from the great afterlife. How is it possible? What manner of understanding must it take for the gods of which you once believed are no longer worshipped? At least, not by the majority of the current people of Egypt. Whereas there is some description of innate proof in their existence, in the fact that you were once in their realm. Does that deny all of the other gods? Have we forsaken the deities of old, lost to time and understanding? Have they been replaced? Or have they just taken on new mantles to be understood by the current generation of human beings? Is the afterlife of which you witnessed, is it the same afterlife that these people, these market sellers, and will go upon the point where they die? Or do they go somewhere different, for having believed in different gods? Can one religion be right? One religion throughout time? Or do they change? Do they evolve as our understanding as humans evolve? But if they do not, what happened to the gods before yours? Before the rise of the Egyptian peoples, before the pharaohs? What became of them, I wonder? Forgive me, Exalted One. My mind, it sometimes travels too fast, and I find myself lost in a desert of thought. It seems that we are pulling into the station. I shall leave you now and go and fetch some interesting trinkets for you to see of this age, so that you may learn this new world which you have been reborn. This is part 3 of The Worshipper. Read